Well, here we are at the end of an epic series. This absolutely is a bittersweet ending to the amazing series we've been watching all these years. I'm not sure everyone would have liked the ending, but hey, watch it for yourself and comment your views on it. So let's start from the beginning of the episode. Right in the beginning, we can see Tyrion walking past the remaining of the King's Landing with Jon Snow and other Northmen. From his looks, we can definitely say that he is certainly not impressed with how Daenerys handled things in the last episode. He desperately wanted to save the people of King's Landing, but all his master plans failed him when Daenerys flew off with her dragon, laying waste to the city. Then we can see Jon Snow walking past the Unsullied men executing the remaining Lannister soldiers in the presence of their leader, Grey Worm. Jon Snow didn't want them to be executed in the way as they surrendered, but Grey Worm refuses to listen to Jon Snow as the orders were from the Queen herself. Once again, Jon is not happy with Dany handling things, and we can clearly see the frustration on his face. Then once again we can see Tyrion walking past the halls of Red Keep into the dungeon where he finds Jaime Lannister with Golden Hand. On seeing his brother's hand laying below a huge pile of rocks, he breaks down and starts removing the rocks one by one, where he discovers Jaime laying dead along with his sister Cersei Lannister. Tyrion breaks down as he saw his family lying dead in front of him. Then we can see Arya Stark and Jon Snow walking towards the place where Daenerys is expected to come, and after some moments she makes a grand entrance climbing down from a dragon, Drogon. She then gives a speech to the Unsullied and Dothraki soldiers on how they held up their kind of promise and helped her to claim the throne from the Lannisters. She then goes on to say that she would not stop with the King's Landing and would do this to each and every kingdom until it's free. Tyrion then stands face to face with Dany and accuses her of destroying the entire city. It seemed like Dany regrets on that, but she changes her reaction instantly and orders her men to imprison him on terms of treason. Jon decides to meet up with Tyrion on his cell where he was kept prisoner, and they have an intriguing conversation where Tyrion advises him that it's not too late for him to do the right thing, which is standing up to Dany instead of accepting her as his queen. Then Jon bids farewell to Tyrion and meet up with Daenerys in the throne room. Dany shares the story of the Iron Throne with Jon and how she used to think of that. After this, Jon questions her judgment on killing thousands of innocent men, women and children in King's Landing. She justifies her decision in her own way, and she requests Jon Snow to stand by her side and help her restore peace in all 7 kingdoms. Jon Snow claims that she is his queen always. He then kisses and stabs her in the heart with a dagger. Daenerys falls in his lap with blood coming from her nose and mouth, where Jon Snow holds her body crying. Drogon comes into the throne room and notices Daenerys is no more alive. Drogon then burns everything in the room, including the Iron Throne, out of frustration. He carries her dead body and vanishes in the open sky. We don't know where he went, but we can hope he's not sane. Tyrion is then brought before the Lords of 7 Kingdoms for his trial after some months. Sansa demands the release of Jon Snow, whereas Grey Worm and Yara Greyjoy argue he should be punished for this crime, which is stabbing Daenerys in the heart with a dagger. Tyrion comes up with the idea of selecting a new king and comes up with the idea of choosing Bran. This is because Jon Snow committed the crime of stabbing Daenerys in the heart in King's Landing. So, according to some rules, he should be given the order by the king himself or the queen herself. He chose Bran under the justification that he cannot have his own children, and a new king should be chosen after by the Lords of 7 Kingdoms after that. Bran then appoints Tyrion as the hand of the king, even though Tyrion refuses to accept it. Tyrion is now the hand of the king, and he goes up to meet up with Jon Snow and tells him that he has to join the Night's Watch to serve his life sentence there for murdering Daenerys by stabbing her in the heart. Jon Snow still is not comfortable with killing Dany, but he did what he had to do. He then bids his farewell to his family, where Arya Stark announces everyone that she is going west of Westeros as it remains unexplored. We can see that the small council meeting that Bronn finally got his castle and is appointed as Master of Coin, and Sir Davos as Master of Ships, and Samuel Charlie as Grand Maester. In the end, we can see Jon Snow reuniting with Tormund and Ghost and leading wildlings back to their place. Sansa being crowned as Queen in the North, which she always wanted, and Arya sailing into the west of Westeros. So this is not a detailed review of the episode, so watch it for yourself and share your thoughts on the episode as well. Thank you.
அப்புறம் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணி பக்கத்துல இருக்க பெல் ஐகானை கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க.